I'll be reacting to Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation episode 22. I will be watching it off of Funimation's website, and I'll be starting my reaction in 1-0 go. Oh yeah, I'm pumped up for this. And I always like Funimation's Kawaii as fuck logo. I think it looks great. Alright, now it's back. Oh shit. Although one of his blood is being spilled though. Whoa. I hope it isn't anyone close to our boy. Oh. Whew, okay, I thought for a second someone like Edius or anyone else was gonna be armed, because that imagery there was really damn striking. Okay, it's gotta be a dream, because obviously Roget wasn't there at the time. And unfortunately the grandfather's dead too. It's just a shame that the likelihood of him sharing those moments with his three ladies is going to be highly unlikely. I kind of like how here shows you the traumatic effects he has after just barely surviving his encounter against Orsted. It makes the fight he had against him more impactful. Okay, now things get a little bit creepy there. Oh! They really left a dream sequence. Or should I say a nightmare sequence, because there's no way anyone can quantify this as a freaking dream. And normally someone like our boy Rudius would be over the moon sleeping close to someone like Adius, but shit, with what happened, yeah, no one's going to be able to enjoy any pleasantries at all. Yeah, we're just obviously not fine, and I wouldn't blame him. I mean, he was... I mean, he might as well come clean if he can. Because it doesn't say... Thing is, though, he might have no choice but to believe, though. Considering everything that's happened. I mean, hey, for Rudius, ain't never a waste of time to helping out someone like Rajab, though. Oh. I mean, hey, at the very least, I guess some means of hope at the very least. Oh, it's honestly one of the most touching moments in the series here. Oh, that's my boy is so cute too. I mean, I wouldn't blame him though. Any bit of optimism in this terrible situation would be welcomed. I mean, in case he has to fight Orsted again. Well, probably that. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. You can never tell by the facial expression, the way she hugged Rudius. Eris wishes she would have been more of service in the Orsted situation. But interesting though how she looks in the other direction instead of at Rudius when she's hugging him. I wonder if Varys is planning on doing something crazy. Because I wouldn't put it past her. Because honestly, some people change after going through a near-life-death experience. No, I mean, should I say near-death experience? That's what I meant to say. It's kind of sad how the place that used to be filled with happy memories is essentially gone without almost a single trace at this point. But unfortunately, that's life, though. While certain things don't change, a lot of things in life do change. That I do miss. I wish. Because his mother was so awesome. And unfortunately, her and Sylvie are the only ones we don't know their fates to yet. And I like the nice, soft music too playing. It really sets the mood well. I mean, as much as it's painful to see it that way, at least it gives them some closure to, at the very least, see what's happened to it. Because it's better to know, even though the truth can be really rough to look at. But damn, it really hits home, though. He is right, though. I mean, Rajat did what he promised. Oh. And I love here when you hear Rudius's humbleness here. That's true because Rajat was always trying to do things on the morally light side without thinking that sometimes he's going to do things on the morally gray area. So he is right. Oh, man, it's going to be sad to see them disbanded. And also, Rudy. I mean, Rajat may have done the majority of the share, but yeah, exactly. If it wasn't for Rudius to help out, he couldn't have pulled it off. Oh. But he still helped out them. Exactly, because I could have just as easily rejected the advice from the man god. I really hope they can meet it with again someday, though. I mean, she was giving him a run for his money. Yeah, she has a lot of potential for growth now. Oh. And you know, they set this up perfectly too. When he did mention that he really didn't have anything left to teach Arius when he acknowledged her as a warrior. Aww. Oh man. Honestly, he's like the older brother that Arius and Rudius never had. Oh man. But, eventually birds do have to leave the nest and Rigid has to leave. Oh. In that sense, at least a bit of Rudy's will be with Rigid there. I just hope it ain't the permanent goodbye, though. I hope it's just a temporary goodbye. Maybe hopefully they can see him in like 3 or 4 years. Hell yeah. Please do not be a death flag. Well, who would be able to put them in words in a situation like this? But unfortunately, life's full of hellos and goodbyes, though. Hey, even though they had rough times with each other, they definitely had a lot more positive moments than rough moments. And that's what made the relationship beautiful, that it wasn't just stable all the time. It had its rocky bumps in the road. And that's honestly what made. Hell yeah. And speaking of which, the character animation here was so amazing with like tearing up and the body language. It was beautiful. Oh man, it's just those two now. But Arius and Rudius they're all strong. They're able to manage. Damn, talk about darkening things to like the extreme, though. Holy shit! But I do like this because it just escalates the stuff. Oh, share teacher. Finally. I mean, the very least, Rudius has pulled off his goal at the very least of returning Arius safely. I wonder if there's any. Oh shit! I'm assuming the news regarding Arius' grandfather. Oh! I'm assuming that's why they wanted Rudius to leave, because it ain't gonna be happy news. Yeah, she fucking knows. I mean, huh? Whoa! What the? Aww. Oh man. I mean, considering that he was the ruler at the time, yeah, someone's gonna need to take responsibility, even though it wasn't the man's fault. And sometimes that's how the way politics worked in some ancient societies too. Knowing Arius, honestly, she has a rough decision on her fucking shoulders. Whoa! Oh man. Normally, it'd be best if she had months to think about this, but unfortunately, now in situations like this, she's only going to have probably hours or days. Probably just ours at best to think about this. I mean, those are just to be there in case everything's a shoulder, you know? Oh. Jeez. Oh man, I hope she's still alive. That'd be I mean, yeah, at least there's hope though. All right, good. Yes. All right. I mean, hey, at least that still gives a shot that she's alive. Which is absolutely better than nothing at the very least. Well then, I don't think there's no way she could have expected something like that though. But well, she hasn't my technicalities though. She still has Ghislaine, Rudius. Oh yeah, they did mention that they were gonna do something when she turned 15. Whoa! 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 I think she doesn't mean it that way. Well then, it looks like wow, whoa. I mean, they have been building up towards this though for quite a while. They actually did. I remember that. It's yeah. I mean, she probably been trying to find any like type of extreme. I mean, the thing is, it's a complicated situation. Although in this situation, it'd be best for them not to do it because Aries is like and is an emotional funk right now. But then again, well then. And I like Rudius's face too, because we know normally he wouldn't mind a situation like this, but not with this context, though. I mean, with all they've experienced together, I'd say it's way more than just like and more on the verge of love at this point. Overall, because Rudius is thinking this time he's thinking with his brain, not his dick. Oh, that's sweet, actually. I guess that shows a character development. Oh shit. Whoa. Oh my! I mean, Aries is consenting, so Rudy is obliging wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing. At all. But holy shit, I just hope these two don't regret it though, because they're real. I mean, only because of the surrounding circumstances, you know? But that happens in life though. Sometimes people to cope with trouble, they might either eat a lot of food, they might consume substances, and sometimes people cope with their situations through sex. I mean, it happens sometimes. And I like this too, this bit where it shows you all the times they've been together. It gives the bit where they're doing each other more gravitas. And I really like it. It sets the mood really, really well, actually. And it's kind of sad too, because seeing all this kind of just reminds me of the happier moments that the series had too when it started out. And then unfortunately, those happy moments are not going to return to them anymore. And something like here too, I love how it shows you, since they are not experienced in doing it, I love how it shows you even a little bit of awkwardness too. Well, it makes it realistic. Oh man. I love the way he's in the monologue. Hell yeah. Oh, whoa. The fuck? Whoa. What the? Okay, yo, this is crazy. I thought they were gonna stick with each other for until the. Whoa, what? Wait. I mean, wait. I wonder what she means by that. We aren't well matched right now. I'm assuming training because Gliss. Oh, damn it. But if she's going with Ghislaine, it has to be training, though. It has to be, because knowing Arius. No, it makes sense. I mean, that's not dumping. She says we're not compatible right now. The thing is, though, here's how I'm interpreting it. She probably wants a family, but not that specific moment in time. Because already Arius was giving signs that she was feeling emotionally uneven when she was looking at the other direction. When she was on the horse with Rudius. And saying that, though, considering all this shit that's happened to Rudius, I am not going to blame him for not thinking of all that. If anything, it's sad seeing him in the state, though. Dreams in reality. No wonder why the title's got dreams in reality. It's a sad wake up and take a step. Yeah, oh man. Oh, son of a bitch. This cliffhanger hurts. I'm just glad this cliffhanger ain't the last episode of the fucking season. If it was, I'd be like, holy fuck, that's painful. I'd probably be screaming towards my laptop. I'd be like, no, what happened if it was like the last episode of the season? Thankfully, though, that ain't the case. Now, what am I going to rate this episode? Y'all probably figure what I'm going to rate this one. I'm actually going to give this one a 10 out of 10. Let me explain why. Now, for one, it built up a lot of sadness. And that bit with Edius leaving Rudius, while it may seem fucked up, contextualizing it, I think I can understand. She just barely found out that she lost people close to her and her grandfather, for one. Stuff like that is going to make someone, it's going to change someone. And they're not going to be the same, like, ever again. And even if they are somewhat similar, they won't even be completely the same, because it'll take probably years or decades after, like, grieving. So I already love the immense amount of character development for Edius here, because in this episode we got to see not only the lot of love that she had for Rujed and the bond, we got to see how much she really loved our boy Rudius from a romantic standpoint, because she's the one that took initiative to do Rudius. But then the biggest question is why she left him. My guess is it's got to be training, because remember, it's Ghislaine we're talking about. Because in the series, they have mentioned quite a few times that Ghislaine is really powerful. And you also got to look at it this way, too. Reason why I think she's going to go through training is because, for one, it's the Arius way. Because Arius is the type to utilize her strength to resolve her issues sometimes. And plus, gotta think of it this way too. Her, Rujed, and Rudius all got their asses handed to them. So that's why I speculate she's going to go through some training, because, for one, it's the only thing I can imagine makes sense. And even looking at the context of the letter, she says that she's not compatible with Rudius right now. They're not compatible with each other, which means that it's not total abandonment. Just means she's going to come back a little late. At least that's how I interpret the whole thing. For all I know, it could be what our boy Rudius believes, and he might be completely abandoned. But I highly doubt it, though, because I don't think Edius would have been that type of person to, like, give away her first time doing someone to someone that she wasn't going to consider making or a warm, prosperous future with, you know? At least that's what I feel anyway. But overall, the things that they did with Aries in the episode were interesting, to say the least. But again, though, I can't really comment on it too much, because I would probably need to see a season 3. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess there's still the next episode, but I'm assuming the next episode is not going to focus on Arius. It'll probably be focusing on Rudius. As for Rudius, I love what they did with Rudius, too. I love how this episode gave him character development, because you see him become ethical. Like, he legitimately normally would have been down with doing Arius in almost any other situation, but on this one, because he didn't want to take advantage of her emotions, and I love that. Our man Rudius matured, and he only really did Arius once Arius really, really was convincing. When she said, like, I want kittens, and that was when he fell. And I'm not going to fault Rudius, considering the fact that they were both in an emotionally rough state. So that's what the overall, aside from the episode having great character moments like that, and then seeing our boy Rudius back into the corner figuratively and crying when Arius leaves was sad. And it was a justified scene, because he just barely said goodbye to Rujed, one of his good friends, and now he has to contend with the fact that Arius left him. I mean, yeah, anyone would be broken up by that. So that's why I love what this episode did with Rudius, because now it's going to give him some adversity to deal with. Yeah, it definitely does hurt a lot, Animated Doji, in a good way. Like, if the series didn't have good writing, this episode wouldn't hurt, but because it does, this episode hurts to watch in a good way. So from a character standpoint, they did a fantastic job with Rudius. They obviously did a lot with Rujed. Seeing the fact that he thanked Rudius, and how he mentioned that he wouldn't have been able to make it this far without Rudius, was so damn sweet and such a bro-like moment. I fucking loved it. So great job on the series on those bits regarding Rujed. Also thought, aside from the writing being absolutely fantastic, I love the way they set up the sex scene, because it actually was awkward. Because there's some anime where characters just do each other and it as if they're fucking professionals, even though it's their first time, or even hentai where characters do it for the first time and they're full-on pros. I like how this one portrays the awkwardness of it. So from a writing standpoint, it did that well. Obviously, it did really great. The scene where it delivered the bit where Rudy is his parents, well, not parents, her grandfather's dad. I like that. And I love how it elevated the emotional stakes. So that's why I thought the script was absolutely amazing. Yeah, I already watched that episode I made of Jody. I do Demon Slayer first and then Mushoku Tensei. But yeah, I already reacted to it. I loved it. And aside from that bit in the episode, I gotta say, the voice acting was great. I love the animation quality, especially that bit Rudius was crying. It was so well done. It hurt watching it. And I mean, when it hurt in a good way. Not in the it hurt because it was so ugly to watch and made my eyes figuratively bleed. No. I mean that in like the most endearing way. And that's why if I had to rate the episode overall on the scale of 1 to 10, I gotta go with the 10 out of 10. And yes, I am definitely pumped up for the next episode. And for y'all not to miss my reaction to the next episode, I recommend y'all subscribe and hit the bell for notifications so that y'all don't miss my reaction to episode number 23. Now, right before I go, though, let me just say thank you very much to Anime to Jody. Thank you very much for commenting on the live chat. Thank you very much, everyone else, for watching my video. Hope y'all rate the video, share it, comment, or subscribe. And I will see y'all later if you come back for more, because I'm definitely excited to see what they're going to do for episode 23. But anyways, y'all, thank you for watching my video, and laters, everyone. Bye-bye.